Welcome to Refresh everyone. Let's get started without wasting any time. First news is about gold. Today the prices of gold fell in the international market due to a recovery in US Treasury yields and the dollar, which continued to wait on demand for safe haven bullion. At 9:37 am on the multi-commodity exchange, gold contracts were down 0.07%, trading at rupees 52,592 rupees for 10 grams, while silver fell 0.31% to 68,194 rupees a kilogram. Next news is about Dhanvarsha Finvest. Dhanvarsha Finvest Limited Board has nodded to the allotment of 13 lakh equity shares of the company at the face value of rupees 2, each at a premium of rupees 20.26 per share to Karan Neil Desai, to give effect to the subdivision of equity shares approved by the shareholders of the company at its AGM held on September 20, 2021. The company's board nodded to the share allotment on April 20, 2022. Next news is about Wardwizard Innovations, one of the makers of India's leading electric bike brand, Joe e-bike. Wardwizard Innovations and Mobility Limited has got a full subscription for its right issue. The issue is worth rupees 23, 24, 84, 423, combining 56,70,303 rights issue shares, where promoters of the company did not engage. The firm plans to use the rights issue for working fund requirements and other corporate general business functions. Next news is about Prima Plastic. Commercial production of Prima Plastic Limited has been started at its new unit at Pithampur in Madhya Pradesh from April 19, 2022. This facility is a state-of-the-art automated manufacturing unit. Along with the top standards of sustainability, the facility has an installed volume of 1800 tons per annum. Further, an existing capacity of 1200 tons per annum for its rational molding. Next news is about Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries shares have reached a fresh all-time high level by surging more than 1% to rupees 2,763 a piece on the BSE in Thursday. The index heavyweight has been gaining momentum over the past few sessions and has surged approximately 7% in last 5 trading sessions. In comparison to this, the benchmark Sensex declined 2% during the same period. Next news is about Nykaa. Nykaa collaborated with the ELCA Cosmetics and ST Lauder Company's India affiliate to launch Aveda X Nykaa branded luxury unisex hair care salon in India. The proposed Aveda X Nykaa salons will come with spa rooms, manicure and pedicure stations. They will also feature hair and cosmetic stations in addition to hair treatments such as haircuts, color and style. Next news is about our markets. Domestic benchmark indices opened on positive notes today. At 9:16 am, the Sensex improved by 358.86 points and the Nifty was up to 105.60 points at 17,242.10. Next news is about Campus. Campus Activewears maiden issue is going to hit primary markets on 26th April 2022 and will close for subscription on 28th April 2022. The footwear brand has finalized the price band at rupees 278 to rupees 292 per equity share. The company plans to allot a total number of 4,79,50,000 shares and the tentative date for allotment of shares stands on 4th May 2022. Next news is about IMF. The International Monetary Fund has urged India to prioritize food security and expand transfer to vulnerable in the wake of global economic crisis triggered by the war in Ukraine. Next news is about DEFI. Near's largest DEFI protocol, Bastion, is introducing its own token. The BSTN token will trade on Trisolaris, a decentralized exchange on Near's EVM compatible layer Aurora from today, April 21 onwards. Next news is about exports. India's provider sector export hit an all-time excessive of around $250 billion in financial year 2022. SEPC revealed on yesterday that within the current fiscal, services sector exports are likely to touch $350 billion. Next news is about Bitcoin. A panel of experts have predicted Bitcoin will hit $80,000 this year. Finders panel predicts that Bitcoin will hit $81,680 this year, then drop to $65,185 by December. Well, not everyone is positive. CoinJar CEO Asher Tan gave a more conservative prediction. Before dropping slightly to $56,000 by December, Tan predicted that Bitcoin will peak at $60,000. Next news is about Tata Power. NSE has put only one stock, Tata Power, under the ban for trade on today, April 21, 2022, in the futures and options segment as it has crossed 95% of the market-wide position limit. No fresh positions will be allowed for any of the FNO contracts in Tata Power today as it is under the FNO ban period. Next news is about Solana. A reputed pseudonymous cryptocurrency analyst projected a more than 830% rally on the Solana prices over the long term as it moves to the $1,000 mark. The trader revealed he is building up a long-term position on cryptocurrencies. Next news about the Boring Company. Boring Company, the tunneling startup of Elon Musk, bagged $675 million in a funding round led by VY Capital and Sequoia Capital. The startup is valued at $5.675 billion. After this funding round, the company said in a press release on yesterday, Boring Company targets to solve traffic by building transportation networks in a tunnel deep underground. Next news about HCL Tech. India's one of the top IT service companies, HCL Technologies, slated to announce results today, is predicted to log a 13% year-on-year growth in consolidating profit rupees 3,300 to 3,400 crore and a 50% increase in revenue to rupees 22,600 crore in the quarter ended March. Next news about Future Group. Future Group companies on yesterday held a shareholders meeting. The meeting was conducted on tribunal directions to seek approvals for the proposed rupees 24,713 crore Reliance Industries deal. The group companies Future Retail, Future Enterprises, Future Lifestyle Fashions and Future Consumer participated in the meeting. Next news about Cnooc Limited. Cnooc Limited surged 44% on its first day of trading in Shanghai. This was noticed after mainland investors jumped at a chance for exposure to soaring oil and gas prices. Next news about visa flexibility. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, speaking on the plane on his way to world's second most populous country, said he is ready to offer more visas to India in return for this year, clinching a free trade deal that could boost annual bilateral trade by billions of pounds. Next news about World Bank. World Bank President David Malpass hailed India's move to commence selling oil from its stockpiles. He stressed that the world requires making crucial steps to address the current set of crises. Next news about RBL. RBL Bank's board of directors has finalized the names of candidates for the position of regular managing director, MD and CEO of the bank and has also noted to making an application to the Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India last month granted an extension of 3 months to its interim MD and CEO Rajiv Ahuja. Next news about Russia. Russia is eyeing to recapitalize its flagship airline Aeroflot, for which the country will spend nearly 107 billion rubles, $1.34 billion from its national wealth fund. This is a part of the Russian government's new package of measures to back economic development post-Western sanctions over Moscow's action in Ukraine. In 2020, Russia spent 80 billion rubles buying Aeroflot shares. Next news is about inflation in Russia. Russia's weekly inflation decelerated on yesterday after a big spike in the past few weeks. This gives the central bank a reason to consider cutting rates at its board meeting on April 29. Next news about Big Basket. Big Basket stated that it anticipates a 30% to rupees 13,000 crore growth in its gross merchandise value on its platform in the current fiscal. The company will give a push to its quick commerce business and expansions of presence across the country. Big Basket co-founder and CEO Hari Menon said the company will scale up offline stores from 90 to 695 in a year to reach out of 100% of its customer base. Next news about Tata Steel. Yesterday, Tata Steel stated that it will stop doing business with Russia. Tata Steel has become the latest global company to Russia for its invasion of Ukraine to ensure businesses continuity. All our steel manufacturing sites in India, the UK and the Netherlands have sourced alternatively supplies of raw materials to end its dependence on Russia, said by the company. Next news about Elon Musk. Tesla chief Elon Musk, with the uploading of the fresh tweet late on Monday, further fueled speculation of possible tender offer directly to shareholders of Twitter stock. The billionaire tweeted a few dashes followed by the words "is the night." In a tweet, he might be potentially suggesting the F. Scott Fitzgerald's 1934 novel titled Tender is the Night. Next news is about Bajaj Electricals. Bajaj Electricals collaborated with the WTech, a global developer of technology for developing energy efficient smart lighting and fine mesh sensor networks. Following this partnership, BEL is eyeing to introduce state-of-the-art technology to significantly impact infrastructure operations in the term of efficiencies in operations, smarter solutions, and cost savings.